go to jail. Professor launches legal action with dreaded Meghan after becoming victim of Duchess. A professor is fighting a high court battle after she lost her accreditation after calling the Duchess of Sussex the dreaded Meghan and said some media commentators were of colourful disposition. Dr. Anne Anderson, 65, an honorary professor at Exeter University, is claiming breach of contract against the Arts Society, for which she was an accredited lecturer for nearly 3 decades, a status the Society removed last May. "I have lost 3/4 of my income," Anderson tells me. "I can't sleep." The academic had numerous lecturing contracts cancelled after Florian Schweitzer, the Arts Society's chief executive, emailed 300 of its officers around the country, alerting them her accreditation had been removed while conceding they could still book her at their own risk. Anderson had given a lecture, How We Got IKEA, Scandinavian Design 1880–1960, on Zoom to members of the Society's Truro branch. Before beginning, she and members chatted about Meghan and Harry who, days before, had given their controversial interview to Oprah Winfrey. In the course of a good-natured discussion, Anderson uttered the words the dreaded Meghan and said some of the voluble media commentators were of colourful disposition. No one gave any indication of being upset. But days later Anderson received an email from Schweitzer telling her that her accreditation had been removed because of her racist language. Anderson stood her ground. An Arts Society panel dismissed the allegation that she had made racist comments but ruled them inappropriate. It directed her to write letters of apology and go on a diversity training course. Anderson, who points out she has gay and non-white friends, declined to attend the course, and lost her accreditation. An Arts Society spokesman insists the decision was appropriate, telling me, "We are satisfied we acted reasonably and in a measured fashion." The Duchess of Sussex on Thursday won the latest stage in her long-running privacy lawsuit against a British newspaper publisher over its publication of parts of a letter she wrote to her estranged father. The Court of Appeal in London upheld a High Court ruling that the publisher of the Mail on Sunday and Mail Online website unlawfully breached the former Meghan Markle's privacy by reproducing a large chunk of the handwritten letter she sent her father, Thomas Markle, after she married Prince Harry in 2018. Associated newspapers challenged the decision at the Court of Appeal, which held a hearing last month. Dismissing the appeals, Senior Judge Geoffrey Vo told the court Thursday that the Duchess had a reasonable expectation of privacy in the contents of the letter. Those contents were personal, private and not matters of legitimate public interest. The publisher said it was very disappointed and was considering an appeal to the UK Supreme Court. In a statement, Meghan, 40, condemned the publisher for treating the lawsuit as a game with no rules and said the ruling was a victory not just for me, but for anyone who has ever felt scared to stand up for what's right. What matters most is that we are now collectively brave enough to reshape a tabloid industry that conditions people to be cruel, and profits from the lies and pain that they create, she said. Associated newspapers published about half of the letter in 5 articles in August 2018. Their lawyers disputed Meghan's claim that she didn't intend the letter to be seen by anyone but her father. They said correspondence between Meghan and her then communications secretary, Jason Knauf, showed the Duchess suspected her father might leak the letter to journalists and wrote it with that in mind. The publisher also argued that the publication of the letter was part of Thomas Markle's right to reply following a People magazine interview with 5 of Meghan's friends alleging he was cruelly cold-shouldering his daughter in the run-up to her royal wedding.